We are back with the twin sisters behind Kendal and Kelby's Cheesecakes. Earlier, we chatted with them about their love for the dessert and how they turned a passion into a business.
And now, in celebration of National Cheesecake Day, what a lovely day. They're showing us how to make a simple vanilla cheesecake plus homemade whipped cream. I've been waiting for this moment.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. And cheesecake, this is a traditional baked cheesecake, is that right? Because I know there are a lot of different styles.
Yes, we don't do no-bake cheesecake, and ours isn't really like a New York style. It's more of just like a creamy cheesecake.
So it's still creamy and light.
Yeah, what's the difference between the New York and a creamy light? Like, why is it different?
New York cheesecake, it kind of has a crumb to it.
Okay,
almost.
crumb to it.
And sometimes cheesecake, I mean, I'm a big cheesecake fan, but sometimes it's like, can I get a glass of water,
yes,
please?
yeah. Sometimes
it can
it
be
is
very
dry.
dense, right? Okay, walk us through it. We're
go.
just guessing your kitchen.
So you guys are gonna make a little cheesecake base for us real quick.
Okay.
So you're gonna
good.
start by adding your cream cheese here.
Okay.
And your sugar straight into the mixing bowl here.
Okay, do you want to do
great.
the sugar, Derek? I'll do this.
Yeah, go for
Do I
it.
just dump it in?
There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
About how much cream cheese is that? It looks like a couple sticks there.
Yes, so that is 16 ounces of cream cheese.
16
I'm
ounces.
already making a mess, and it's
Okay.
in 3 seconds.
And this is
Okay.
just regular white granulated sugar
Yes.
there? Okay.
And then
all
you
the
can
way.
actually go ahead and put that mascarpone cheese.
Oh,
or-
okay.
Ooh, yummy.
There you go, Jen.
Okay, I'll do that. Delicious. What else?
Now you can start mixing it, and then we'll kind of gradually add everything else into there.
Okay.
So we're gonna raise this bowl up.
We'll raise that up, lock
There
it
you
in,
go.
and then we're gonna start this on
There we go, a medium speed.
a medium speed, so like maybe 3 or 4.
Yes.
Okay.
That over there. And then as that's mixing, you can, let's see, you can pour your
Milk?
eggs in.
Oh, eggs.
We can pour it in while it's mixing?
Yes.
It's not gonna slop everywhere?
So I would slow it down just a tiny bit just to make sure.
Just a tiny bit? Okay.
Yes.
Gonna dump
There we
this
go.
in.
Perfect.
Egg flying up in your face.
perfect.
Yeah.
What else?
And
What
then
do we
after
got?
that, you're gonna do your vanilla extract over there.
Vanilla.
Okay. There we go.
And then we're just gonna turn that up on a little bit higher speed.
Higher
and
speed? Okay.
Yes, and then we'll mix in the flour. So,
Wait, that's it? That's like a teaspoon of flour. That's all you need?
yes, it's gonna be 2
What?
tablespoons of flour.
Yes.
You don't really
That
need
is
too much.
Crazy.
There we go.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna whip that up on high.
On high?
There we go. That's good.
Oh.
Don't do too high.
That's too high.
There we go. That's perfect.
Oh, the
Yes.
smell of the vanilla
Oh,
really,
so
that has a
good.
really nice aroma.
It smells so
So
good.
you just whip that up until it's nice and smooth and creamy.
How long do you think, usually?
That actually looks pretty
Few
good.
minutes?
So usually your cream cheese will be completely at room temperature, and then it'll be a lot more sticky.
Okay.
But that looks pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're good?
Yes.
Okay.
Good to go.
That wasn't
And
that
then-
hard. I feel like I could do that.
No, it's really
Horrible baker.
This guy did all the work, huh?
it's pretty simple to make cheesecake. It really is honestly all about the baking process.
Okay, cool.
So we have our crust here.
Okay, and this is a pre-made crust? How did you make that?
It's just graham crackers and butter. Just
Really?
crushed graham crackers.
A little bit
and
of
butter.
That's
cinnamon
it?
too.
And a little bit of cinnamon, yes.
And it's baked already?
Yeah.
Okay, how long do you bake that?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, very nice.
So we're gonna lower this bowl back down. You
Lower
can
the
just
bowl
roll that
down.
little knob. There we go.
Okay.
And we're just gonna move this. I don't want to make too much of a mess, so.
Okay.
Okay, we
There
can clean
we
up
go.
afterwards.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would always lick the beater.
Yeah.
My favorite,
Yeah, so we
favorite
can
part.
take this bowl off of here.
Okay.
There we go. And
I don't
then
know
you're
where
just
they
gonna
got
kind of
the
scrape
idea of
that
not
straight
licking
into
the bowl
there.
from.
This is heavy. This is
Always lick the bowl.
Always
Yeah.
lick the bowl.
No, exactly. There we go. And then you'll just kind of smooth it out. And that's it.
Okay. It's kind of clumpy though. Does that matter?
Yeah. So it depends on how clumpy. So usually your cream cheese would be nice and soft already, and that way it doesn't kind of create clumps when you're
Oh, I
mixing
see.
it. Yeah.
But a few clumps won't.
It'll be
few-
fine.
a
Ruin
few
this dessert.
small clumps will just melt out. Kind of like when you're baking a cake
Got it,
and the
okay.
flour just kind of melts out into
Yeah.
a little bit. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, look at that.
that's our cheesecake. We would stick that into
It's
the oven.
beautiful. How long do you cook it for?
We bake our cheesecakes for
About an hour.
About an hour.
Like
hour
low
and
and
10
slow
minutes.
a little bit?
Yes.
I like
Definitely
that.
low and slow.
Definitely.
You have lined this with a parchment paper here. I know some people will use like a springform pan, but you just like a regular round. And this is a big round. What, like a 12-inch round?
This is the 10-inch.
A 10-inch round. Okay, so 10-inch round lined with parchment paper, and that's critical because then it doesn't stick to the
Stick.
side.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you can pop it right out. You don't even need spring forms.
Really?
Really?
Oh my, that changes the game.
Wow.
I was like terrified of making cheesecake.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
it's
the
so
hardest part.
challenging. This seems so doable.
Okay, so once you've done this for an hour, then what?
So we're gonna bake it for an hour and then you just let it cool.
Let it cool.
For like
And you
30
can
minutes
pop
or
it
an
out.
hour. And then you get that.
Yeah.
That is our finished product right there.
Now we got to make whipped cream though, Derek.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the fun part.
Okay, great.
Decorating.
Great.
So we're gonna put
Okay.
that bowl on plate.
This is a new bowl. Do you know how to put it on?
I think I do. It's been a minute.
I can
Hold
show
on.
you
Let's
if
see
you
I can
need some help.
click this on, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna tilt it forward.
Tilt it
first.
forward.
So you gotta
there we
hook both.
go.
There we go.
There we
Nice.
go.
And
Okay.
then you're gonna fit it with your whisk attachment.
Okay.
So do you use like KitchenAids this size, or do you have big industrial ones in your shop?
We have this one, and then we have what is it? 20 quart.
20 quart.
A big one.
I think we want a larger one.
Do you?
For sure.
Intense.
We make
I
a
love
lot
it.
of cookie dough. So
Start with our cream.
yes, you can pour your heavy cream in there, and then you're gonna add
What's this?
your milk powder.
So this
Milk
is
powder.
It's like
Yes.
3 cups of heavy cream. Milk powder. Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
And then it's going to be 1/3 cup of milk powder. That stabilizes the whipped cream, so it doesn't melt.
Okay.
at room
Oh,
temperature.
okay, got it.
Yes, and then that's going to be 2/3
Sugar?
cups of powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. Okay.
Okay.
You're good
And
to
now
go.
that you can just go ahead and start it kind of on a low speed to mix that stuff in, and then you can raise it up to a higher speed.
Okay. So we get
And
those
just let it
dry
rest.
ingredients
Yes.
mixed in right there.
How long does it take, you think, to
Now you can raise
solidify?
it up. So you'll see it's going to come together pretty quickly.
Really?
You
There's
can
nothing
raise it
like
probably to a 9.
homemade whipped cream. Okay. This is
It
going
it's really tastes a lot.
Oh, lordy.
Oh wow. Sorry.
So we are very
Sorry,
sorry.
Danielle.
It's a part of the experience.
A little bit of a splatter. Clean up in Studio B here. Okay, look at that. Now
Oh, wow, it is already thickening.
that is starting to form some
spatula.
peaks.
So after this, it would turn to butter if you kept it going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like a sweet butter.
Sweet butter.
So we're
Is
gonna
that
let
just
that mix up a little
up
bit.
there?
longer.
Yeah, my thing is, how do you know when it's done? Like,
So-
you know.
It'll kind of look like clouds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll lose a little bit of the shine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Okay.
So that's looking pretty good. Turn it up one more.
We
All right, I'm gonna stand back.
we gotta wrap it up.
Listen, if you're not making a mess, you're not really cooking.
There you
There
go.
we go. All
Well,
right.
and there is our
Perfect.
beautiful whipped cream.
Yeah.
Check that out.
You want to grab that whisk and show
Here, we'll lift it.
what it's looking like.
I'm gonna let you take that off. I don't want to break it.
There we go. So
While they are putting the finishing touches on our cheesecake, Kendal, Northfleet, Ebright, Kelby, Northfleet, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you at the shop in
course.
Cyprus.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful. Their store is closed today, but the sisters are giving away free mini cheesecake tomorrow to every customer in celebration of National Cheesecake
Yes.
Day.
I guess we'll be there. Plus, from tomorrow to September 1st, you can get 10% off online orders only with the code HL30.
yes.
Stuff.
Love it.
Thanks so much.
Definitely.
You gonna lick this?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Derek?
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta try it.